again, another jungle ban on that Nidalee.
Yeah, demanding a lot of attention here for the champion pool of Shrimp. And you can see on his face, he was a little bit happy, but also those were the chuckles of a man who's a little dead on the inside because they took away his best champions right now.
Yeah, it's kind of a double-edged sword. It's like, oh, I'm so good that they're banning my champions. Oh, yeah. Wait, they're banning my champions.
You're like, I'm pulling bans, guys. This is great for us. Not so much me, but
yeah. Still. Again, it's planned for the team. And now the next ban is going to be Rise, taken away from Phoenix1 Vladimir. Despite getting the chance to play it yesterday, Slooshi specifically, this time decides not going to take it. Hopefully we'll see some more interaction from that mid lane this time around.
Yeah, this was the matchup that they went ahead and picked the Vladimir very early on yesterday for P1, and Slooshi played it pretty comfortably. It wasn't his fault that the game got out of control. He's actually had one of the best scorelines on his team. And so the Jace that was banned away by TL yesterday was not at Gate. It was actually at Zig. So TL knows Zig's champion pool, and they're like, yeah, that's what he loves to play when he's going to try and dominate the lane. Not seeing it first pick there, though.
Yeah, instead, it's going to be Karma locked in for Phoenix1. This is the third time in a row we've seen them take that Karma, and it hasn't been to great success. We kind of get the idea of the Karma to enable Phoenix1 to make plays happen, but so far they've really only committed to plays when they know that they can Zerg with superior numbers.
Yes, yeah. As soon as they get that Karma to use the Mantra Inspire and they get to all run forward, they're looking for a composition that may involve something like a Swain.
Yeah.
Looking for these types of champions that are low mobility that she really enables.
And the answer on the opposite side from Apex, Evelyn locked in for Shrimp. Ray is taking Caitlyn for Apollo.
So Shrimp is a very gank-heavy player when he plays Evelyn, and he'll most likely build full AP on her. We do see sometimes a mixture of the Evelyn going for a bruiser build. To my knowledge, though, Shrimp really likes to invest in damage, even back in the day on his Rek'Sai when if everybody's going like second item Randuin's or Sightstone, he's like, no, Black Cleaver's the way to go. So really likes to be a carry for his team.
Yeah, he's going to be up against Zentinel, who we know to be aggressive in solo queue, but hasn't been able to convert it on stage with the team of Phoenix1. But Kindred is again locked in for Phoenix1. So they're committing to what they tried yesterday. It's actually going to be Shen as well. So far, 3 of the same picks.
Yeah, a lot of the same here for Phoenix1. Going for apparently what's comfortable for them. This means that it's going to be a very bot lane focused game. Of course, Karma could be for Slooshi as well. It could be a mid lane pick, depending. We saw that in the Envy set, where Ninja picked that up. But they need a hyper carry here, and Mash has not been delivering the damage with the gold that he's been getting. He's been getting a ton of gold, a ton of CS, but the fights, he's always really far on the back line. Even when he has a frontliner, people are diving him. He's got pressure on him, and even when he doesn't, his distance is just too great. I feel like he needs to play something like a Jinx or something that has backline with a lot of damage.
Mash definitely feeling the pressure to perform in this match as Apex look for their 3rd and 4th pick. Trundle being hovered by Ray. Once again, the very top-centric play, but they decide to swap it over, going for the more mobility, putting Keane on Twisted Fate and Xpecial on his fabled Alistar.
Yeah, this is a great pick for Xpecial. Usually he goes for the Braum, and we saw him prioritize Braum over Alistar for pretty much all of his first sets. Getting player of the game with both his Braum games, but the Alistar here to have a combo with Ray, if you can get the headbutt pulverize and put a trap down, if you put it down fast enough, it will arm in time and you get a gigantic combination. So P1, they have to be a little bit wary here. That means that the engage is going to come from pretty much just Xpecial. May see this get rounded out with like a Trundle, some type of split pusher for Ray, maybe even the Fizz top.
Again, saving that counter pick for Ray, enabling the top lane. Apex's MO has been playing around him. It seems like that's something they'll do again as they look for their next pick. Now, Phoenix1 on the opposite side, though, Mash is going to be taking that Ezreal. Again, a safe, long-range AD carry. Hopefully his damage is going to be impactful in this game. And Gate taking the Bard for Tempered Fate and that Cosmic Binding.
Yeah, yesterday we did see a Karma mid from Pyrian in Game 1 versus Liquid. So it's going to be Slooshi playing that this time. And yeah, the Bard, that's going to give them some catch potential. It's something that they struggled with when they had a slight bit of a lead. They had things like Nami, and when you have Shen, the taunt flash has not been very reliable for Zig in the past. So having the Tempered Fate, having the pick potential is going to be a big boon for P1.
Oh.
Yes.
Fiora locked in. Mark said it earlier. We've been seeing her come back. And Ray, the hard carry, the solo queue star, he's going to be on that fighter, duelist, diver, split pusher.
Tank buster.
Tank buster, team
fighter.
fighter.
But yeah, Fiora, fantastic pick here. I actually really like it into Shen. I think it's a good pick here. If you can see the only CC he has coming, the taunt, then boom, you completely negate it. You actually stun him in return, and then you're able to get a lot of damage off. And it's hard because Shen needs to pull his blade through you for the extra % HP damage that he'll do and the slow. But you can dodge it much more frequently as Fiora.
Fiora's always moving with that lunge, so very strong top-centric team once again with a lot of enabling. Evelyn for ganks, Twisted Fate for roams, while a very safe bottom lane. Looks like Apex and Xpecial on Apex are going to be committing to the strategy that has worked for them. The coaches shake hands as everyone gets ready, but we want to know who you think is going to win this series. Is it going to be Phoenix1 or Apex? Are they going to start this week off with a win? Let us know on Twitter using hashtag P1Win or hashtag APXWin. Send your votes to @LOL eSports, and we'll see how you're calling this series at home.
Yeah. P1 still looking for that first match victory. They had a game victory last week, but it still isn't enough to put them up on that scoreboard, sitting as the only team that hasn't won a single match yet at 0-5.
Yeah, definitely a difficult situation for Phoenix1. The hope is that they'll be able to take a match this time around as we load onto the Rift for the first game of our second series today. Phoenix1 charging out of the base, sticking to the same strategy that they tried yesterday. And at the end of game 2, we did start to see some success as they did go for a few Zerg plays, rush down a couple of turrets, but Team Liquid were able to spin it back very effectively onto Apex, and the assumption is that Apex will have seen this coming.
Yeah, it's pretty much the macro game for P1 is the problem. They'll Zerg is 4 and get somebody down, and then they'll take a turret, but then they'll lose 2 in return, and that's what constantly happens. They slow bleed it. So the hope is in the future for P1 that when they have their stable roster, that Inori might bring the shot calling onto the team that allows them to have a little bit better macro game. But I still think that the players themselves need to have an intact idea of how to answer things. Trust your instincts and be able to make sure that your instincts have already been tuned to the appropriate response to the scenario. Because sometimes your instinct is to dive right in. It's not always right.
Yeah. You can tell that's all of my teammates in solo queue.
All of your teammates. I've seen
Maybe
you
diving
play. No.
isn't the best idea. But looks like it's going to be Phoenix1 who start off on the lane swap. Gate and Mash head towards the top side. They were responding to lane swaps in both of their games yesterday, but this time they're taking the initiative on the macro map play.
Yeah, I actually think that most teams are lane swapping against P1 because they think that their macro game is worse, that the way that they set up minion waves is worse. So we saw it both times yesterday, but I don't think Apex liked the lane swap because they want Ray to crush his lane opponent.
Yeah.
You put Ray up there, you put Keane in a lane that's fine. Shrimp as Evelyn, you're okay with dominating the jungle and being able to walk around very early on. Like, look at this, it's like level 2, what is Shrimp doing? Is he looking to gank? Nope, he's just walking around the long way.
He was thinking about it, actually, taking the long way around.
He was, and then they found out it's a lane swap, so now Ray gets to go all the way back.
Ray timing that lunge to get out, Xpecial trading some damage with Zig as the AD carries are going to get some solo lane on the far sides of the map. Ray is going to assist Shrimp clear out his jungle just a bit, zone gate out. And there's the duelist.
Ooh, I like it. No Strength of Ages for Evelyn. Going for the aggressive build here, so she's going to be rather squishy, but it's going to be very offensive here. Looking at his runes, he's got 17 AP in his rune page. So that's a quince plus the mastery.
Yeah, looking for those kills once again on that Evelyn. We'll have to keep an eye on his jungle path and see if he catches up with anyone. Because right now the jungles are traversing the map rather evenly. Blue buff and blue buff being started by both of them. Shrimp just a little bit slower to his blue because he did take the longer way around, but Kindred also a very fast early clear.
Yeah, a little bit longer for Evelyn. Evelyn gets incredibly low as well, so I mean, there used to be a strategy where Evelyn would actually purposely die in the jungle and then you have revive.
Oh yeah, and it was
click-
faster than recalling.
Yep, because your clear was just so bad. But it worked. It worked. Took people off guard too. Rip revive, man.
Always in our memories.
Yep.
Just no longer in our games, thank goodness.
Now you can see Shrimp already going for the invade, has spotted where Zentinel was, so they already have control of this bottom side jungle.
Yeah, solo gold going to both of the solo laners.
Looking for mid lane.
And Shrimp and Xpecial, as you mentioned, looking for Slooshi. Gold card's ready, lands the slow. There's a flash knockup. Gold card catches Slooshi. He goes down. First blood, Shrimp.
He held the flash. When you see that many people coming at you, Xpecial went for the perfect play there. The flash pulverized and the headbutt backwards. That's the only way they were going to get that kill.
Once again, the read for Apex secures the kill on their aggressive jungler, and Keane is already starting to get up in CS, shoving it in. Luckily, though, Slooshi has teleport, so he's not going to miss too much in terms of gold and experience as he gets back. But Ray, once again, is going to take some punishment.
Yeah, but the problem with Slooshi using his teleport is Keane is almost level 6. He'll hit it by about 6 minutes at this rate, and at that point, you're not going to have your teleport back. Keane is free to make that level 6 play on whoever he wants on the map.
Yeah, Phoenix1 have got to be aware of that Zig recalling. Doesn't want to be caught by a potential dive or a fast approaching level 6 with a big wave. So he's going to try to catch up with his team on the bottom side of the map and look for another tier 1 turret shove. And Ray, he's already doing the same as he looks to catch up with Apollo and Xpecial. So again, the secondary swap as everyone looks to trade more tier 1 turrets and accelerate out of this early game just a little bit faster.
Yeah, they're trying to accelerate out of the game and get through this early part. And Shrimp going for the sight stone.
Oh, that was the sad sound.
That was the sadness.
Oh, he's not going to be going for
Well, that's the thing is maybe he will.
Okay.
He usually does. But the sight stone as Evelyn is actually quite a deadly tool because they don't know where the wards are. They never saw anybody enter their jungle, and their wards become deceptive at that point. She could walk right over Scuttle Crab and go put them at your blue. They don't know where to sweep anymore.
Shrimp is dropping a lot of vision around Phoenix1's blue side of the jungle. However, Phoenix1...
Over the wall, too.
They're on the bottom side of the map. They could look for an early Drake. There's actually a recall now being completed for Zentinel, so they might not look for that, as there is also a recall for Shrimp, and the duo of Apex are headed down to that side of the map as well, so we're probably not going to see any early Dragon play. Smash, Gate, and Zig are going to knock down this second turret. Zig, oh, he might take a hit here. There he goes. Oh, he's actually on top of the trap. Forced to flash away. There goes the Destiny Gate. Here comes Keane. He's stunned against the wall instantly. Locks down a gold card. Ghost is going to catch Mash with the stun. He finds a little bit more damage, but Apex can't chase this.
Ooh, the use of the heal there as well, even though Magical Journey was up. And Gate was going to get them to safety. I'm very surprised, though, that Shrimp had back on the top side of the map because they knew that they had gotten that turret way faster, that could have been Rift Herald for Ray already. So holding off on that, which has been the winning strategy for Apex, though, is getting him that Rift Herald and allowing him to split push and dominate the lane. He's so far up in CS right now because they've left him in that top lane to freeze, and just now is Zig going to be able to get a little bit of it.
Yeah, he's even looking to scale harder with the Cull.
Oh, already level 6 on Shrimp. Oh.
But Shrimp on the invade.
He hasn't seen him yet. Huh.
Oh gosh. Squeaking by.
Yeah, there was a chime right there, too, that Gate looked like he wanted to pick up. He's going to get this one. And they're waiting. They're waiting here. They have no idea. They are not suspecting a thing.
Oh, they spot Xpecial. They don't know that Shrimp. They have to know that Shrimp is there. There he goes. Pink ward over the wall. Okay, finally, Phoenix1 are going to head out. Shrimp looks like he's going to try to steal this away. Double smite, but Shrimp's is higher, and the red resets.
Got the littles, I guess.
Whoops. Just wasting time, allowing Ray to shove on the top side of the map. Apollo has been putting some pressure onto a summoner spell-less Mash. Without a support there, he's left under that tier 2 to try to catch CS on his own, and has been doing pretty good. But again, the aggression from Shrimp, not able to convert it into a kill just yet.
Yeah, he got the early kill, but a lot was used from that, and Xpecial once again now has his flash, so maybe he's going to go for the same play. The blue's up, and Shrimp is all over the jungle. They know he's there, though.
Yeah. There goes a true shot barrage across the mid lane. Don't think it's going to catch anyone. Oh, did get Apollo a bit, I think. But the blue is going to be stolen away.
Wasn't quite sure exactly what Mash was aiming at there.
Might have been checking the Herald.
Maybe. It's not actually a bad idea.
But Scuttle Crab going to be secured by Mash now. Blue buff on his side of the map. He will be happy to gift over to Keane.
Oh, Keane will be happy that it's gifted over. I think Shrimp is really happy he got that. He got that one. I mean, Evelyn, quite mana hungry, but at the same time, she does have her passive that restores mana while she's invisible.
Ray taking some damage from Zig. The early block, so very strong against an auto-attack-based champion. Zentinel is actually looking to steal away this blue buff. He's got the backup from Gate and Mash.
I don't think it's enough backup, though, because you have the bottom lane completely here. And Shrimp, as well as you have Keane ready to collapse. Stand United is up, though, so Zig... This was the problem with P1 yesterday, is they had Stand United and they weren't making the plays, and then the next game where they had it, they started to make plays, but they were outnumbered, and it really cost them the game against Liquid is when they went for a 4v5.
Yeah, trying to play that split map macro. We're not very successful. Oh,
Hit it one more time.
He's waiting. Nobody's looking, Shrimp.
See, that's the thing.
Nobody's looking.
That's where you go, like, 10 seconds, too late.
Oh, yeah.
The cards are flying at it. That's it. It's my limit.
Assist ping, assist ping.
I've taken too much damage. I've earned this now.
Okay, so Keane's got his blue buff, completed the early Rod of Ages. Looking to transition towards a mid to late game Twisted Fate instead of aggressive.
Yeah, I assume this is going to be more of a team fighty one. They do have the 1-3-1 available for the Twisted Fate, but this looks more like the beginnings of a team fight build. It's a fantastic laning item because, of course, Twisted Fate can't really get poked out when you're restoring a whole bunch of HP off of the Catalyst passive. But if he goes Zhonya's next or Lichbane, it'll really give you a tell of what he's intending to do.
And Keane continuing to farm up in the mid lane. Slooshi, despite giving up that first blood, has been keeping even in CS. Ray continuing to trade it out with Zig. Oh, he's looking for the Vital. Yeah, procs it. And Shrimp is going to continue to contest this vision. He actually did complete his Runic Echoes. Ace in the hole onto Slooshi, trying to bully him out of lane. Xpecial's back there with full summoners. Apex could look for a quick shove. They've got plenty of wave clear, though, and Mash is going to line up his shot barrage as well.
That's what it is. He likes to go to the other side of the minion wave, shoot it through all the minions, and then it does basically no damage. And then it hits the other champion. It has fall-off damage for what it passes through.
It's 8% per target it hits.
Yeah, it's helping him clear the minion wave, but it goes down to a minimum of 30% of the damage of about a 400 damage ability. So, it's not ideal.
Makes him feel good.
It's something.
Yeah. Mash.
Oh.
Flash and heal, chases over the wall onto Apollo.
Yeah, rather aggressive for someone who doesn't have his ultimate.
Has completed his Manamune.
Yeah, he does have that going for him.
So he's going to stack that up.
Does have a little bit of an advantage. Gate almost at that level 6, and yep, Apex, like clockwork, eventually show up with the Rift Herald. And this one will last until about 32 minutes. So if you take it really early on, you do waste a little bit of the time if your team doesn't have a composition that can continue to push up or the resources to do so or enough of an advantage. So the fact that this will last until 32 minutes may be the duration of the game, but we'll see.
Yeah, Rift Herald goes down. Ray, of course, secures the buff. And Mash and Gate are at that Mountain Drake. Sentinel's over there as well. Shrimp with the recall. First Drake is going to go over to Phoenix1. So as you can see, Phoenix1 once again shoveling gold, shoveling priority onto Mash. And Apex doing the exact opposite, putting a lot of priority onto Ray on the top side.
Yep, giving Ray that Rift Herald buff. It's an incredible amount of damage. And the big thing about the Rift Herald buff when you have a champion like Trundle or a champion like Fiora is its magic damage. So you're doing like a burst of 150, 200 magic damage when you're in a duel with somebody and taking less damage from them. Naturally, if you're building AD, they're going to build armor. So now they have to build like a little bit of magic resistance for the lane, just a little bit, but it's still a deceptive amount of damage that comes out.
Ooh, Shrimp secures it.
Saw that one coming, apparently. Enough of a reaction there. because that Gromp was already in smite range. And as Evelyn, this Gromp buff really isn't the best one in the world. You really like, if you're going to smite any of them, you smite the Krugs.
Yeah.
But Gate looking for a gank. If he goes right now, and window closed.
Yeah. Once again, very patient play from Phoenix1. They want to try to wait this out, wait for the enemy team to make a mistake, whereas Apex are looking to do the same. Blue buff respawns for Phoenix1, and immediately Apex looks to collapse. Xpecial doesn't have any backup though, so blue buff is going to be secured, and Gate is left on wave clear duty as Keane shoves it up. And in fact, Slooshi spent so much time in this mid lane, he's now caught up and passed Keane by 2 CS and has an experience advantage. He's level 11 already.
Yeah, he's actually doing quite well for himself. Keane, looks like they're going to start roaming off to the side here, because Shrimp is off on the side. And see, every buff they're trying to contest, they're using these gray and yellow jungle timers to set up the vision when it's gray, and then invade and actually wrap around some members here. They spotted Mash. Mash doesn't know that Shrimp's there, and now he does.
Oh, flash knock up. He's going to arcane shift and get out with the ignite ticking onto him.
Yeah, has to use both summoner spells to do so, and that gives complete priority on this bottom side of the map. This jungle is now Apex's for the next minute.
Yeah, Shrimp waiting patiently for that red buff to respawn. He's going to secure that again, contesting the buffs. Very aggressive play out of Shrimp and Xpecial, but tempered, patient, waiting for the opportunities, waiting for the jungle camps to do more than just try to burn some summoner spells.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought that his Evelyn was very aggressive and gank heavy, because solo queue it is in professional play. Why did I expect anything less from the annoying farm god that is Shrimp, who shows up in your jungle and lives there?
Playing the team game, Tempered Fate looks to catch Keane, but
oh, nope, not quite.
Doesn't even have to burn the ghost.
Yep. But yeah, Shrimp, whenever he plays things like Rek'Sai, he's living in your jungle, and he creates conflict by stealing all of your buffs and all of your camps so that he's higher level than you because he's effectively stealing the experience. And then he tries to create conflict by taking your buffs, so you have to fight him, and he's already stronger than you. He just does that over and over again.
Yeah, the Gambler's Fallacy, already difficult to trade. Ray eats a ton, and Zig continues to kite it out. Ravenous Hydra completed to the Sunfire of Zig, so he should have a much easier time clearing these minions as they're shoved into his turret. Minor CS leads for most of the members on Apex. Once again, Mash, slightly higher gold. He's got no flash this time around, and that's a big wave on the bottom. Xpecial's on his way down there. Keane goes in. There's going to be the engage, and Shrimp gets the second kill for Apex.
And Apex are reading this like a book. Mash, I mean, I believe Mash used to be on a team at one point that St. Vicious was a part of. And I mean, he loves to split. He loves to be off on the side. And that just seems to be his tendencies. He's going to farm these waves. Gate's going to try to roam. And we've seen it time and time again where Mash is splitting on a side wave, and nobody's really caught him out too much for it.
Yeah, once again, Keane, flash gold card. Before walking it off, Slooshi actually completed his teleport, so did catch up with Keane. You can see Keane's actually going a little bit safer. Once again, looking for the teamfight style Twisted Fate, as it's Azania's Hourglass, looks to be a second item with the Seeker's Arm Guard. So a little bit slower match from Apex as they wait out their opportunities. Next Drake is going to be up in 90 seconds. That's an Infernal.
Yep. And looking at everything from a compositional standpoint coming into that, Apex, they have split push online at this point. They have the Ravenous Hydra. They have Ray with the Rift Herald buff. And then their 4-man unit has a lot of wave clear and siege potential in it. You have Xpecial for disengage and engage. You have your Caitlyn traps to set up a wall. And then you also have Keane for the wave clear. But look at that.
Whoa! Xpecial gets destroyed. Zentinel doesn't even ulti either. 1-for-1 trade in the mid lane is... Seems like the teams were like, all right, we'll take 1-for-1. I'll give you this stick of bubblegum for your baseball cards.
Yeah, bit of a difference there because Xpecial wasn't CC'd and didn't ulti because he wasn't expecting that much damage. Zentinel got gold carded and blown up in that. So P1, ooh.
Tempered Fate catches Shrimp. They know he's there. The flash, Cosmic Binding doesn't land. There's even an Ignite from Gate, but he's on a trap. There's a Stand United and another shield to keep him safe from harm. Phoenix1 are actually caught. Zig tries to catch Apollo, but he reacts cleanly.
Zig has done that a lot and has always been just a little short. Yesterday, same thing. He needs to get these taunt flashes like on top of the person. The width of the hitbox was kind of nerfed a long time ago.
Once again, Apex able to stall out an aggressive play from Phoenix1. Trading 1 for 1, but again, Ray is split pushing on the opposite side of the map. He has teleport and so does Zig. And now that this Infernal Drake is up, it's going to be an even match for the global play, but Keane might be caught. He's got the gold card ready. He doesn't, but the Zhonya's is finished, and Shrimp collapses and destroys Gate. Tempered Fate is going to get some health, but Shrimp goes for another. He's going to end up dropping to Zentinel, but there's so much damage. He's trying to chase this out.
Caitlyn.
Oh, there
Moby
goes some
boots.
more vision. Dashes forward. Xpecial's on the hunt, but his Mobies keep getting reset by the minions. Apollo! Oh! Misses the skill shot.
Oh, those minions. Those minions. The hero minions keeping the Moby boots from coming online on Xpecial. Oh, but still, it ends up not being that great for P1.
Yeah. 1 for 2 in terms of kills, and they're prepped to go on the Dragon right now.
Yeah, it's the 4-1 Shrimp. Keane with the Zhonya's already completed. A little bit off guard there on P1, because if they were able to actually get that last tick off and maybe kill him, then of course that doesn't happen. They don't have to blow the ultimate. Shrimp comes in, does so much damage because he had picked up the needlessly large rod, well on his way to having that Rylai's and the constant slow with the hate spikes.
But now that's the second time in this game we've seen Phoenix1 make an aggressive play onto Phoenix1 and catch them unawares. Or onto Apex, excuse me.
Well, they've kind of made it on themselves too.
Yeah, well, that's the funny thing about it.
It does get turned around on them, and it ends up not being an advantage at all. They've been aggressive. I respect that they're trying to make these plays, but the fact that Keane had Hourglass completed just barely.
Oh my gosh, he steals it! Mash with the long-range True Shot Barrage. See, that's what he was looking for earlier.
Yeah, that's a morale boost right there. 5,000 gold down, though. So P1, they have both Drakes.
Yeah.
Moving forward, this could be very good for them. It gives them a little bit of combat stats back. So that gap is closed a little bit more. But still, Apex do have an advantage right now. They have to still keep track of where Shrimp is and where Keane is. There's so much to pay attention to from P1 side, so your communication has to be on point.
That has been a weakness for them, as in the first 2 weeks of play, they did look like a mostly reactive team, waiting for the enemy team to make some sort of play before responding with their own. Well, this time, they don't have the luxury of being reactive against Evelyn and Twisted Fate.
Yeah, you can be reactive against a team that doesn't make good plays.
Yes.
Right? And then you're essentially like the better team for knowing that they're going to mess up and etc. But when you play against most of the teams in the NALCS right now, which has been looking better and better, and this is arguably the most powerful split in terms of all the teams and where they stack, you do have to get your game together, and you have to say, we're going to force the issue, we're going to make this play, but you have to know the conditions are right, that you're not punished.
Oh! The invade attempt from Zentinel. He smites away and gets the buff. Oh, blue buff actually going over to Keane. But Shrimp did secure the Raptor Gold, though Zentinel did get the buff.
Mash is throwing out all these ultimates,
Yeah.
which I think is really cool. I think he's going to do it every time. He's keep throwing out your Q, get that cooldown down. Has the cooldown reduction boots as well. Blue Ezreal kind of misses Alacrity. Sad life. Because he doesn't buy any Zeal items, right? So
Once again, the Tempered
no
Fate
flash.
catches Shrimp, though the rest of Apex are there to help him out. Gate continues to lead the charge forward, as Mash lane's just a bit of harass.
Yeah, they don't have anything to really follow up the Tempered Fate. Like, you would love a Caitlyn and throwing down traps on the person and the Tempered Fated. But no, just has the Ezreal for the follow-up right now. They don't really have anything that's going to be able to follow. And off on the left side.
Yeah, there's the Destiny Gate. Keane catches it up. There's the Stand United onto Mash. Xpecial gets the knockup before he can dash. Shrimp goes too far. He's forced to get out, but Ray is in the back line going on to Slooshi. Can't quite get the kill as Phoenix1 collapse onto him. Apollo will drop Zentinel. It's a 1-for-1 trade as Apollo makes the aggressive play. And Phoenix1 should be able to defend this. Mash, yeah, he's able to get around.
Well, Ace in the Hole is still up. flashes coming up for the bot lane of Apex, and yeah, they're just going to back off. 1 for 1 when everything's all said and done. Ray with the flank, didn't even have to use TP to get there. Off on the left side, so it's a pincer move here. He comes down from the bottom side, and they're kind of attacking from all angles here. Apex have him off on the left side. Apollo's not getting too many auto attacks off at the start of this fight. Then he starts really getting in there, and Shrimp off on the side, has Ignite ticking on him, and barely gets out. And then, yeah, the counter kill comes through. They get Ray on the right side because he had dove, and then Gate collapsed on him alongside Mash.
Yeah.
And Zentinel is kind of just in the thick of everything. Really wanted to finish off Shrimp and overextended. And then when you throw down the ultimate as Kindred, you pretty much have to stand your ground.
Yeah, that was the same thing that Ray did, essentially on the opposite side. He dropped the Grand Challenge onto Mash, and unfortunately missed the second Vital, despite flashing for it. Which means that it is going to be the 1-for-1 trade. Shrimp sneaks forward, drops a lot of vision. Again, contesting the blue buffs, just living in Phoenix1's jungle. Gate has got the Tempered Fate, but the blue buff is stolen away. That goes over to Shrimp once again.
Yeah, I think it's actually a really good choice here to have him pick that up. Looking at his cooldown reduction, he's sitting at 30% when he has it on. You want those hate spikes as frequently as possible. Keep that Rylai's up. Get more Ravages as well. Ravage is an incredibly potent ability when you're AP. We used to see a lot of kind of Trinity Force Evelyns that would use it, but nope.
Once again, there's the Destiny Gate out of Keane. He catches Zentinel. Xpecial tries to catch up. Tempered Fate is going to catch him. Mid-headbutt. Keane will take some consolation damage onto Phoenix1's Gate. And Slooshi, way on the wrong side of things, get destroyed by Apex. Wasn't the right place for him to be at all.
Yeah. It's one of those, how did he get there? He fought Apollo, and then Apollo put some traps on the opposite side.
Ooh.
And yeah, it was just a duel, and then he got picked up afterwards. Just barely. Apollo was able to flash away from the True Shot Barrage as well.
Yeah, Shrimp showing bottom to help Ray. He's going to pull some pressure, which finally allows Apex to drop the mid tier 1, the third outer turret of this match. And the next Drake spawning in a minute means Apex have already got deep vision on that side of the map. That could be their next objective. We'll have to keep an eye on Mash and see if he will True Shot steal it once again.
Watch for the ultimate. We'll see.
Yeah.
I think Shrimp is going to have that in mind now. You don't make that mistake twice. Apollo walks up and then goes into the bush. It's blue trinketed, so Slooshi walks up, says, you know what, this is my better avenue. Almost combos him. Almost combos him.
Really close. Xpecial actually comes to the stage and he flashes. Whoa! Phoenix1!
Whoa,
Gate! Oh, gosh. Zentinel drops the Lamb's Respite as Kate gets a little greedy, trying to sneak the Baron. It was warded out by Apex, and they did get it down to half.
Still, Keane's going to come in with his ultimate and probably kill you.
Yeah.
It's very risky, incredibly risky.
Keane does still have that, but the Mountain Drake has now spawned, and Apex already sending a few members towards that side.
True Shot Barrage not up.
Shove it down very quickly. And yeah, because Gate just used the True Shot Barrage down mid lane, there's nothing to contest this. The first Dragon for Apex is picked up cleanly.
Yeah, Mash not able to contest it, and Gate really wants to throw out the Tempered Fate, get a catch.
Oh, he is going to catch Ray. This is going to be a really tough binding. Can he line it up? He's actually taking a lot of damage and gets destroyed by Ray, going 1v3 right now. He's got the Ravenous Hydra, gets out of the damage. Will he be able to get out? No! He finally drops down to Phoenix1, but here's the trade. They were able to Zerg top lane, but Apex go into the mid, try to break down this tier 2.
Yeah, immediately able to get a better part of the trade. Keane on the opposite side as well. It's the 1-3-1.
Yeah, there's the Destiny. He's actually going to try to collapse onto Slooshi. There's a Stand United Keane. This is going to be really tough. He lands the binding, but he's snared down.
Ooh.
There's a late Zonia's. Zig will almost certainly kill him. Let's see if Apex can answer back. Flash from Shrimp as he tries to destroy Slooshi. Apollo finally catches up. Zig gets knocked back in, and Apex are kiting this the wrong way. Shrimp at low health is going to have to back it out. It's all up to Apollo right now as Shrimp is so low. Xpecial trying to run linebacker as Apex are running for their lives, and Zig gets into the backline. Mash is finally dealing the damage that he needs to, and Apex get cleaned up. The teleport is going to be completed for Ray. He's going to have to home card out of there as Phoenix1 even it up in kills.
Phoenix1
They're caging him.
started getting an advantage.
Gate, oh my god, he flashes out Ray, gets the kill, but he's still going 1v3 right now. Will he be able to get it down? They finally kite it out. Sentinel gets the kill. Phoenix1 have aced Apex.
They're still 5,000 gold down. They're pinging the Baron. Keane is up. That was an incredible fight. I had to see that again because Zig was like Superman. He flew right through the team and taunted everybody in the blink of an eye.
They're looking for the Baron right now. The only person who can contest it is Keane, and he's in the mid lane. Phoenix1 are uncontested. The Baron is theirs. Still down 4,000 gold, but they have got the momentum.
This is absolutely incredible. What happens here is insane. They pick up Keane. Zig, he's looking for the taunt flash, and he gets headbutt by Xpecial at the last second. So he actually continues flying. Boom, boom! He taunts through everybody because of that headbutt. That's insane. Xpecial made it so when you taunt flash, you only land at that one spot. He landed and flew still in the taunt state, so everybody was on Zig at that point, and it saved Slooshi. He was able to get everybody to collapse, and they weren't able to pull onto Zig fast enough to take him down.
Yeah, very aggressive play from Phoenix1 to get themselves back into this. Once again, Ray trying to go for the hero solo play, looking for a highlight reel. He will get one kill, but it is not very worth at this point. As the rest of Phoenix1, you just saw it in the corner of your screen, they shoved down mid lane with that Baron buff and took the T1 turret. Zig is splitting on the opposite side with the Stand United, and Phoenix1 might be looking for this tier 2. Gosh, that damage onto Apollo.
Yeah, that's the thing is Karma only really has 2 damage abilities, right? She doesn't really have an ultimate as another skill or the E. So she's pretty much just W damage, but she's all long range poke, and you just magnify it with the ultimate, but it still puts the Q on cooldown, right? So all the damage is loaded into that ability. So she does massive amounts of damage if she lands it. It's a huge chunk. It's actually very satisfying. But look at this gigantic minion wave.
Yeah, this is going to do a lot of damage to the turret. There goes the True Shot Barrage. Zentinel and Mash are going to clean through. The tier 2 turret goes down. It's only 3,000 gold separating the teams as Phoenix1, they now ping onto the top side. They've got their objectives lined up. They might finally be taking the direction in this.
Phoenix1 have control at the moment. They're continuing to push, and
Temper Fate catches 2. Shrimp is going to be spotted. Gate should be able to catch the binding. Shrimp is caught low. He will go down to Phoenix1.
And Phoenix1 getting their foothold in this game. They're looking at this tier 2 turret. They don't have a minion wave just yet. They're just continuing to siege. They have an okay siege composition. They have the Ezreal, they have the Karma.
Yeah, they've still got Zig in the top lane with a really big minion wave of his own, and he's got his Stand United.
Yeah, Ray can't answer him yet because he doesn't have the teleport, so Ray is shoving out the bottom wave and hoping that his 4-man unit can actually just hold here.
Slushi's actually taking turret aggro. He's taking a lot of damage, but the trade is definitely worth. Yet another tier 2 goes down, and in the top lane,
you go Bard and you go to top.
They're chasing so quickly through the map. The top tier 2 is going to go down. Phoenix1 have evened up the gold to 500.
We got a game, baby. Phoenix1 coming back from a 6,000 gold deficit against Apex. Pick up that Baron, get themselves right in there, and there isn't a tier 2 on Apex's side.
Now Drake is going to be up in 50 seconds. Apex have got to know this. Baron buff has fallen off of Phoenix1. It's actually up for, it's actually still on Slooshi. He did take the extended duration on that, so he's got that for about 45 seconds. But again, with that Drake up and all of those tier 2s essentially cleaned out, we know what the next big fight is going to be. Sentinel was just invaded upon, but I don't think he knew. No vision there as Apex tried to get greedy for that objective.
Scuttlecrab goes over to Apex, so they're going to have all that vision. This is a Mountain Drake. It will be the first one, or second one, I believe, for Apex. They have one at the moment.
Yes.
So it's not shown at the top, but they already have one. So it would be 20% extra true damage for either team. They both have one Mountain Drake at the moment.
Phoenix1, they're actually collapsing onto the pit. Ray has teleport and home guard, and there are a lot of wards around this pit.
They're all in really good flank positions as well.
Yeah, Shrimp is going to be spotted out by a nice zoning pink. Phoenix1 staying as a group. There's the Tempered Fate. They've caught Apollo. Gate goes a little too far forward. He flashes out, but there's the True Shot Barrage. Stand United goes in. Zentinel doesn't even get a chance to drop the respite. It's 5 versus 4 as Phoenix1 might have bitten off a bit more than they can chew. Shrimp decides to go back in. He's going to get some damage onto Gate as Phoenix1 are running away. A huge cleanse from MASH gets him out. There even goes the ace in the hole, and they escape.
Hail Captain Jack there for MASH. Immediately uses the cleanse, the QSS to continue walking, doesn't miss a beat, and that gets him to safety there. Zentinel, not so lucky on the other hand. That man might have to buy a QSS.
Yes, very important.
Yeah, it's incredibly good on Kindred. I think that buying a QSS, being able to pop it and ulti, saves you from a lot of terrible situations, especially if you're going Fervor. Strength of Ages gives you a little bit more tenacity, a little bit more durability, and you can see he doesn't even have something like the Merc Treads to deal with that. So he's going for a damage source, kind of chase down Kindred, not so much for the I am just here to make sure that everybody stays alive. Hits Apollo, looks good. Stand United on MASH preemptively. And Zentinel just gets knocked into the team there. I don't think QSS would have even saved him there. QSSing the knockup. Shrimp throws the ultimate down, chases Gate, and this right here. All right, let's see. How good was it? It was great.
Wow.
It was great.
Nigh instantaneous.
That was fantastic. I was watching his little feet. Like, is it going to stop at all? Is he going to stutter at all? No. That was insane.
Amazing play from MASH. Gate, once again, leading the charge, makes it over the wall despite the gold card, and Apex decide not to chase.
Yeah, and this is what we've been saying, is that these players are individually skilled. They've been around for a decent amount of time. MASH, 2011 is when he started playing professional. He was in the first split of LCS. Like, these guys, not all of them are completely new. So there's a lot of well-known names here, but getting the team together, getting them on the same page, getting that teamwork down.
There is experience, but there hasn't been synergy. We're finally starting to see some this match as Phoenix1 only 3,000 gold down behind Apex. It's even in Dragons, and they actually have a turret lead. Now, Baron's up in 20 seconds, and currently, Apex are grouped up around the pit. They've got a lot of deep vision.
Well, they also have 2 Mountain Drakes, so it becomes a really big deal if they get any alone time with that Baron.
Yeah. It's a lot of bonus damage to help shred through.
And the big thing is it's true damage pre-mitigation.
Yeah.
So it's the damage that you would have dealt. If it has 100 armor, you're pretty much going to do way more damage than you actually expect yourself to do. So people like Shrimp, Ray, same thing.
Keane split pushing on the bottom side of the map right now. He just now gets his Destiny Gate back up, and he's going to look for a bit of a recall as Phoenix1 and Apex continue fighting over vision. Can't allow Apex any chance near it. Using Gate's Bard to get magical journeys left, right, and center to dodge all of these aggressive jungle moves out of Shrimp and Xpecial. But so far, they've been rather successful bringing it to 36 minutes in. Now, Shrimp is going to look to clear out a few wards. He's grouping up. And the rest of Apex will group up with his team. Slooshi has his teleport, so he can split push. Zig has his own teleport and stand united. There goes the Destiny Gate.
Oh, just checking. Gate is checking it.
Yeah.
It's just a prank. But now they know.
They're instantly going in.
False sense of security there. They didn't see anybody on the Baron. This thing goes down so fast with those Mountain Drakes.
Oh my gosh, it's being shredded. Apex are able to snipe the Baron. Gate doesn't even make it through the wall. There's the stand united, but it's not enough. Zentinel is now going to run away as Apex make the very aggressive play. Ray on the far side going 1v3. He's going to be, able to get out of the snare and dodges the true shot.
Yeah, and that's Baron buff for Apex. And the second part of the Mountain Drake, turrets go down so quickly. I would be surprised if Apex don't get this turret and continue to push because they have a numbers advantage. They have the split push going on. Ray is eventually going to get to that top side, and now they're going to go rotate to bottom, take this red. Yeah, and Ray's going to try to get that turret on the top side. I don't know if Zig will be there in time even.
Yeah, he has his teleport back up, so he would be able to group up with his team, and Fiora very strong at split pushing. Card is going to catch MASH, and just a few of these auto attacks are burning through the turret so quickly. Apollo does so much damage. Rapid fire cannon, Infinity Edge, Runans as he's shredding through, trying to burn it down. Unfortunately, without minions, it does take reduced damage.
Yeah, and P1, as soon as it looks like they're back in this game, that they have an advantage, and they came back from a 6,000 gold deficit,
The gold advantage now for Apex is the biggest it's ever been in this game. It's 7,000 gold. Ballooning it very quickly. And P1, it looked so good, and then they lost the Baron buff, and then things just started to go south for them. It wasn't off of fights, it was off of objectives being taken.
Yeah, once again, though, Phoenix1 go for the play that they know works, the hard Zerg. There goes the Gate. Will they be able to catch up to Shrimp? He flashes. Gate's trying to get him. Oh, he gets the Tempered Fate. This is all going to be for 1 kill, however, and Apex are on the way. Shrimp will end up going down. There's actually a teleport. Ray cancels his teleport.
Ray canceled it. Mash was backing up like, what? Don't you dare back. Your team needs you.
Yeah, they're going to try objectives right now. Keane rushing down the mid lane, Ray shoving down hard on the bottom, but Phoenix1 make their recalls. They're going to be able to defend this in time.
It's still a Baron and still 2 Mountain Drakes. You have to be very careful, and you have to meet the minion wave like Zig is doing right here, and make sure that your wave clear is on point. Elder Dragon in 50 seconds here.
Yeah, this Elder Dragon is going to be huge. Apex will be able to shred through it with the double mountain. Phoenix1, on the other hand, they've got an Infernal and a single mountain of their own.
Phoenix1 want this. They want this game. They
Matt.
try to claw tooth and nail for every victory that they can get, especially if you're winning with a roster that's not your intended roster. It gives you a little bit of a buffer and a luxury moving into the rest of the season and looking forward. And P1, they're here first.
Yeah, at this point, it's more than a luxury. They need these wins. As you mentioned, this is week 3. We're almost a third of the way through the split. And Phoenix1 fighting, as you said, so desperately, tooth and nail. Tempered Fate catches Keane, but not quite able to go in on it. True Shot Barrage goes down. Slooshi gets split up and destroyed! I don't even know where that guy went. Gates running through the journey, but Ray is chasing as quick as he can. There goes an immediate riposte. Sentinel is split. The Guardian Angel will proc, but Ray is not done. He kites it forward to destroy Gate. On the far side, Sentinel will finally drop, and Ray falls in answer, but Apex are 4 versus 2 with the Baron buff. They're going to look to end the game right here, right now.
Yep, Baron buff only has a few seconds left on it, and there it goes. It ticked off right now, but still, they have so much damage to get through these turrets.
Yeah, Apex dropped the turrets. They're going to drop the Nexus, and that's going to be Apex taking game number 1.
No.
Oh, no, wait.
There we go.
There it is. Apex take game 1 over Phoenix.
Phoenix1 put up a hell of a fight in that game, but it was still their macro play at the end of the day. Apex, cleaner, team fight, sure, they lost a little bit of them. There were some crazy interactions that caught them off guard, but then when the gold was back to even, they were okay with giving up some turrets, not giving up the game on Apex's side, and then they struck back. They said, okay, this next dragon's ours. We're going to posture in a way that you can't answer, and then they were able to just continue to get a gold advantage for themselves and made it the biggest it had been in the game.
Yeah, once again, the unexpected Zerg shows its strengths, chasing people down over and over and over with superior numbers, and Apex just weren't able to answer. But like you said, finally, when Apex reset, they waited out the Baron buff, and they just played the macro game.
Yeah, they played the macro game, and that's what I think you have to do against Phoenix1 if you just want a clean win, is say, you know, we know the game a little bit better as a team than your team does. I mean, look at Apex. These guys went through Challenger together, right? The only one that's a little odd man out there is Ray and Apollo, Xpecial, Keane, and Shrimp. A lot of the people who are the voices on the team have been there for the entire rise into LCS.
Yeah, and this experience is going to be super vital for them as they continue to play throughout the course of the split. But there's lots to talk about for that game 1. Luckily, though, we've got a pretty talented team on hand.